What up, it's Red. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about controllers. Now, as you may know, I did get a PS4 about a month ago, and I have really been liking the controller. The only thing I really don't like about the controller is the sticks and how there's like the little ring around them, and they're not completely domed like the PS3 was. I've always liked that domed sort of feel. I mean, some people like the little concave, some people I guess like the PS4 where it's domed but it has that big ring around the edges of the stick. So for the PS4, that's really my only complaint. But what I mostly want to talk about is the Xbox One, and one of the reasons why I'm not really interested in getting an Xbox One, and that is because of the controller. I have used it a few times, and it is not for me. I could see how maybe some people might like it, but as a big fan of the 360 controller, I just think that the One controller feels really weird. I mean, the sticks, you already know what I'm going to say about the sticks. I don't like them at all. They feel terrible. I didn't like how the 360 controller had concave sticks, but, you know, the One is way, way worse. It has, like, these really weird concave sticks. They have this really rough edge around them. They don't feel right at all. They're really small. They're shallow. Just everything that could be wrong about a stick is the stick on the Xbox One controller. And that's not the only thing. The triggers, the bumpers are huge. They are just so much bigger than the 360. The 360 triggers and bumpers felt awesome. I loved them. But starting to use the Xbox One controller, I just don't see how I'm ever going to get used to them. I'm going to get used to them, but I don't really want to have to get used to them because they're really weird and they just don't feel right. Also, the buttons, every single one of them, not just the triggers and the bumpers, but also like the A, B, you know, all those buttons, even the start, back, the home button, all those things feel different, and I just don't like it. The D-pad, you know, everything about the controller, the shape is even a little bit different. I mean, the Xbox 360 had a slightly different shape, but it just felt great. Like, that slight difference just made the controller that much better. So people always say, if you don't like something, suggest something that they could do to make it better. You know, don't just say, oh, I don't like this. Well, that doesn't really help anyone. You gotta, you know, say what you don't like and say what could be done about it. Well, I know that there's gonna be people out there who say, I love the Xbox One controller. It is awesome. You know, I think you're crazy, but hey, everybody has their own opinion on their controllers that they like. I like the PS4 controller, like I said, except for the little sticks. I think they're not bad, but, you know, the reason I don't like the little concave sticks or the sticks with the ring around them is because if you're like me and you play COD a lot of the time, or any shooter where you're going to be sprinting forward using that left stick, just mashing it over and over, if you play it long enough, your left thumb is going to hurt. And, you know, that seems kind of picky, but it's really true. And also, you know, your aim is a little bit better with a domed stick, and, you know, that's why Scuff always advertises, hey, you want to play like a pro player? Well, you're going to need a domed right stick. Well, I like both of my sticks domed because the left stick so it doesn't hurt my thumb, and the right stick so my aim's better. So the point that I'm trying to get to is Microsoft, Sony, make a controller for me. Don't make a controller and say, alright, here's the controller, this is the controller that's right for you, this is the controller that you better get used to if you want to play our console. No, the controller should not be a factor in which console you should buy. That should be the last thing you're worried about. You should be worried about, you know, which console your friends are getting, which games you want to play, which exclusives, you know, which company do you like better, you know, all that type of stuff. You shouldn't have to worry about, well, the controller on the Xbox One sucks, I guess I'll get a PS4. Or if you're the other way around, well, I don't like that PS4 controller, it doesn't feel right, I'm going to get that Xbox One. Sony and Microsoft should put out different types of controllers. They should give you a controller out of the box in your Xbox One, in your PlayStation 4, and say, here's the controller we're going to give you. And, oh, maybe you don't like it, that's alright. Well, you can go to the store, you can go to Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, wherever you want to go, and you can buy another controller that is right for you. It feels a lot different, you know. Maybe they could, you know, take the Xbox One controller and just basically put a Xbox 360 feeling controller on there that's like pretty much identical to the Xbox 360 and sell that and make it compatible with the Xbox One. You know, maybe they see a lot of people, oh, a lot of people like this PS4 controller. I'm speaking as Microsoft. Maybe we should, you know, make a controller pretty similar to that so that, you know, people want to get our console so they can use this controller with it. You know, give us options on our controllers. Don't just say, this is the controller you're going to use, get used to it. I don't want that. I want to be able to have the controller that's right for me. So if somehow somebody from Sony or Microsoft is listening to this, you know, I don't want to buy some off-brand controller that's like, oh, if you take it out of the box, it might not even work. You know, I want something by Sony, by Microsoft, that actually appeals to me. It's not just something that they say, all right, here's the controller, now use it. Make it so I love this controller. I get to choose what my controller feels like. I get to choose everything about my controller. Give us a whole bunch of options. Like I've always said, customization is key. You'll probably hear me say that in every video, at least every video where I say, you know, something about customization, because customization really is a great thing. You really need to let the user, let the consumer choose what they want. So this has been my little rant about controllers. I hope that maybe someone from Sony or Microsoft is listening to this like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. We can make money off of that, selling people other controllers that are comfortable for them. You know, no longer will that be a factor in people buying our console or not. So yeah, without further ado, leave a like if you liked it, but definitely leave a comment. I love reading your comments. Don't leave this video without leaving a comment. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys later. What's up, Thunderstruck Gaming? This is ReDStrukk, and today I want to talk about something that you've probably heard some people talking about, and that is the possibility of a Call of Duty collection. So back at E3, we all heard about the Halo Master Chief Collection coming out on the Xbox One this fall, and I'm sure Activision was sitting back like, oh wow,